Slasher films used to be fun, loud, bloody, a little ridiculous. But around the late 2000s, something changed. Films like Laid to Rest and The Collector didn't just bring back the body count, they made it hurt again. No winks at the camera, no irony, just surgical brutality. Today I'm counting down 5 slasher films that abandoned fun for pure cruelty, and why horror fans couldn't look away. At number 5, P2 from 2007. This one's not about a supernatural killer or a masked maniac. It's about a security guard named Thomas who traps a woman in an automated underground car park on Christmas Eve. What makes P2 mean-spirited is the location itself. The car park becomes a cage of modern control. Electronic locks, security cameras, automated gates. Technology isn't your friend here, it's the killer's weapon. The most uncomfortable moment? When Thomas forces Angela to have a Christmas dinner with him in the car park security office. He's not just hunting her, he's playing house with his victim. This violence is personal, intimate, and deeply uncomfortable. P2 strips away the fun by making everything feel procedural, clinical, like you're watching someone be processed through a system designed to hurt them.
Stop it! Stop it! What are you doing? Calm down!
If you're digging this darker side of slasher history so far, hit that subscribe button. I post deep dives into cult horror and forgotten cinema here at the Retro Media Crypt. Number 4 is Bereavement from 2010. A prequel to Malevolence, it takes the same world and zooms in on the source of its sickness, the childhood of Martin Bristol. If Malevolence is about people stumbling into horror, Bereavement is about people growing up inside it. From the very first scene, Bereavement feels like a test of endurance. The premise alone is grim. A 6-year-old boy kidnapped by a killer and forced to watch, learn, and eventually participate in his crimes. It's a film about conditioning and how violence isn't always something you choose, sometimes it's something you're taught. Stephen Mina crafts a deeply disturbing atmosphere. Long, wide shots of empty fields, abandoned slaughterhouses, and rusted steel under grey skies. It's rural horror without any of the romanticism. Every image feels infected, and that's where Bereavement separates itself from most modern slashers. It's not about punishment or morality, it's about environment. There's no final girl to cheer for, no clever killer to mark it, just the slow rot of humanity. It's mean-spirited, not just in its violence, but in its hopelessness. Bereavement refuses to let the viewer escape. It's horror as psychological attrition. By the end, you don't walk away scared, you walk away drained. And that's the brilliance of Bereavement. It turns the slasher's formula into a study of human corrosion. Number 3, Storm Warning from 2007. Directed by Jamie Blanks, best known for Urban Legend and Valentine. This one marked a drastic shift in tone. Gone was the glossy, teen-oriented slasher style of the late 90s. In its place, a mud-soaked nightmare of humiliation, rage, and revenge. A wealthy couple takes a wrong turn while boating through the Australian wetlands. And ends up trapped by a family of sadistic locals. What makes Storm Warning so mean-spirited isn't just the violence, it's the psychological decay. The film spends a long time breaking its characters down, stripping away civility and comfort until survival is the only instinct left. Jamie Blanks shoots the violence like punishment, long, static takes, sickly lighting, and the constant wet slap of rain against metal. You feel trapped in that barn with them. But the real sting comes in the reversal. When the tables finally turn, the revenge isn't triumphant, it's primal. It feels earned, but not heroic. The brutality becomes cyclical, violence begetting violence until there's nothing human left. Storm Warning isn't about escape, it's about transformation, the point where fear mutates into something far more dangerous. Drop a comment with the meanest slasher kill you've ever seen. I want to know what moment made you question why you were still watching. Number 2, The Collector from 2009. Written by the guys behind Saw 4 and 5, this film takes the trap-based horror formula and transplants it into a home invasion slasher. Here's the setup. A desperate handyman breaks into a wealthy family's home to steal a valuable gem. But someone else got there first. A masked killer who's turned the entire house into a death maze. Every room is a puzzle designed to maim. The Collector doesn't just kill, he architects suffering. Tripwires connected to blades. Bear traps. Industrial strength toxic glue. The craftsmanship is impressive and deeply disturbing. These aren't always quick deaths. They're engineered to maximise pain and terror. What makes the Collector mean-spirited is the precision. This killer is an artist, and his medium is human suffering. There's no backstory to sympathise with, no tragic origin, just cold, calculated cruelty. The 2012 sequel, The Collection, cranked everything up to industrial scale, but the original remains the purest distillation of horror as architecture.
What do you not understand? I will shoot you in the head!
He's not.
And at number 1, Laid to Rest from 2009. This is where the fun officially dies. Laid to Rest came out in the thick of the remake era. Friday the 13th, Halloween, and My Bloody Valentine were all being modernised, but instead of nostalgia, director Robert Hall redefined brutality through sheer execution, a slasher that felt almost hostile towards its audience. The setup is simple. A young woman wakes up in a coffin with no memory of who she is, hunted through the night by a killer with a shoulder-mounted camera rig and a Chrome Skull mask. What makes Chrome Skull terrifying is his detachment. He records his kills and watches them back like highlight reels. He's not performing for us like Freddy Krueger or Ghostface. He's documenting suffering. The violence isn't just physical, it's curated. The kills in Laid to Rest are brutally inventive and almost too real. A skull literally split open from the mouth, sliced apart like a technical demonstration in gore effects. These aren't just exaggerated, stylized deaths, they're anatomical. More autopsy than entertainment. There's no catharsis, just spectacle. It's the slasher stripped to its cruelest core, just pure, unrelenting craftsmanship in murder.